Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as y'all can tell by the topic, I'm going to be talking about why I chose nursing and what type of nurse I want to be. But before I get into the discussion, make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, make sure y'all like this video, and yeah, join the family. I got a lot going on here. So yeah. So anyway, so let's take this back to 50,000 years ago. So when I was in high school, middle school, high school, or just growing up, period, I wanted to be a doctor originally. So I had this thing in my head, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a OBGYN. I want to deliver babies. And this is just what I want to do. And this is what I'm going to do. So as years went on, I went to high school and did all of that. And then after high school, life just wasn't set up for me. I didn't have like money saved up to go to college. Like I didn't apply for scholarships. I didn't really apply for colleges too much. Like I applied for some, but it wasn't really a big thing. Like I don't know. It just didn't happen that way. And plus, I ended up getting pregnant. So, of course, I'm not going away for college at this point. I'm pregnant now. So, anyway, so I decided, okay, I'm going to go to a community college or a college in the area. So, I went to college and I went for nursing. I'm like, okay, I don't have the money to go to a university to become a doctor. So, let's do the next best thing. I still get to kind of do what I want to do. I'm still in that area, although I won't be delivering babies. But if I continue my education to be a midwife, then, I get to do what I want to do. So started school the fall semester after I graduated high school, and I felt like nursing, it just was so hard. Like, even though it was only the prereqs, I don't know what it was, but it was hard. So I took some semesters off and I ended up changing my degree. So I went to school for something else. I got my associates in that. And then I went back to the doctor's point of view. So after I graduated college, I'm like, I still want to be a doctor. This is what I want to do. Like, so I enrolled at a university and was taking, I think I did 2 semesters to try to get in a pre-med program. And then I ended up not liking the school. So I then transferred back to a community college where they had a dual enrollment program. So it was like you take your prereqs at a community college for cheaper. And once you finish all your prereqs that you can take at the community college, your credits would transfer over to that university that you dual enrolled in. And then you can continue your classes there. So I did that, and for about maybe a year, I want to say. I probably did that for about a year, and, I just figured this is not working. I have so many years to go, and I need something now. Like, nothing like right now, but I can't wait like 10 years, for me to be successful and, to have a career for myself. That was just way too long. So I went back to the first college that I attended after high school, and I went in and I met with the advisor, and we talked about the nursing program, and she was just like, you only have, X, Y, and Z classes before you couldn't apply for the program, which was only 2 semesters. So I was like, okay. sign me up. I'll do that. She was like, well, since you've graduated from here, you don't have to pay no application fee or any of that. So, I'm like, well, this must be what I need to do because everything is just going so smoothly. So anyway, at this time I had went and talked to the advisor. It was the summer and I ended up starting that fall. So that fall I attended classes and everything went well. And then the second semester is when I took my entrance exam. So I took my entrance exams. I passed on the first attempt. I ended up getting in the program. And this is what I did. So I knew about nursing, but I'm like, I want to be more. I want to do more. I want to have that doctor role. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to be in the hospital and doing this, you know what I'm saying? Why not make the doctor money? Why not make, you know what I'm saying? Because the nurses do more than the doctors and the doctors get paid more. But I realized that it's not all about money. You can read anywhere. You can go into the hospital. The nurses is who give the primary care. Even like you going to the doctor or you going, family members in the hospital, you always is in contact with your nurse. That's who you see all the time. You may see your doctor one time during your hospital stay or whatever the case may be. But your nurse is the one that really knows what's going on with you. You develop that nurse and patient relationship, or you feel like not your friend, but you feel like you can kind of depend on your nurse more because they're there more, and you just have easier access to them. Like you ask about your doctor, oh, your doctor isn't making rounds right now, or the doctor isn't in. So I just like to have that that physical contact, build that relationship. So I felt like nursing was for me. So now let's get into what type of nurse I want to be. So, let's go back. So I was working at a factory and I ended up getting laid off. So a couple months after I got laid off, I had received the email and said, hey, we have this wonderful opportunity for you, as far as school go or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, okay, I look into it. So I ended up going to the orientation and, they just had some wonderful benefits. Like, so basically, because I was laid off and haven't found employment that pays me the same amount of money or more than they were paying for me to go to school. So at this point, I'm thinking to myself like, dang, Treasure, you can get a whole education without coming out of pocket for anything. Like, I don't know, like, if you don't take this opportunity, then like what would be wrong? So anyway, took the opportunity, and they say, hey, you don't have to worry about anything. No tuition, no books, no anything. So here I am in nursing school. So all the time, I get people asking me like, so where, at work they say, are you going to work on this floor, when you become a nurse, or, what do you want to do? And me, I'm so undecisive, but from the beginning, I always want to work with babies. Like, that's where my interest is. Like, I'm not going to say I don't want to be nowhere else, but, first top choice is to work with babies. Like, it could be labor and delivery. It can be NICU. It could be anything that has to do with babies, like from birth to like 1 year old. Like, I'm with it. So I can say my top couple choices would be labor and delivery NICU, cardiac nurse, forensic nursing, which I'm thinking about moving that to number 1 because I found a program, a master's program, for me to specialize in forensic nursing. So I think that's what I'm going towards because it just sounds interesting. Like I want to do it. And what was the last one? What did I say? NICU, no, I didn't say peds. I said NICU, labor and delivery, cardiac, forensic, and travel nursing. Like I really want to do travel nursing. Like, and that's what I'm telling y'all. Like I'm all over the place. Like I want to do travel nursing, but the conflict, I have to weigh out the pros and cons. Like I think I will eventually do it, like years down the line, or if I do it sometime like after 1 or 2 years, or if I decide to do nursing like 2 or 3 years after I start gaining experience. But the thing about that is I will want to specialize so I can know exactly, where I want to go, kind of thing, when the traveling stuff starts. So I'm kind of torn. And that's the thing that I like about nursing is that you're not just stuck in one spot. Like me, I get bored. I hate doing the same thing over and over. Like as you can tell, like I'm most of the time all over the place, kind of. I have thoughts here, there. Oh, I want to do this, and I want to do that. So I like the thing about nursing is because there's all different types of nursing. Like, so it's not like I'm stuck here forever. Like, so if I do decide to do, let's say, labor and delivery get bored to me, I can move on to something else. So yeah, that's kind of where my headspace is at. If you are watching and you are thinking about going into nursing, or you are in nursing school, or you already are a nurse, let me know what type of nurse you want to be, or what type of nurse you already are, or you're thinking about being, or give me some ideas, or all of that stuff. And thanks for watching.